this restorative form of yoga, we're going to be using a couple pillows. Restorative yoga is a very slow form of stretching. We hold poses for up to 5 minutes or even longer, and this resets your nervous system. So it's really great if you have anxiety, if you are stressed out. Do it at the end of the day, do it in the middle of the day. You don't have to do all the poses, just doing one will help. Let's get started on our back. Just bring the knees to the chest, hands on the knees. Just rocking side to side. Rocking forth and back. And holding your knees here. Noticing how the toes are relaxed. The legs are relaxed. Lower back is lengthening. There's no tension in the spine. Bringing the awareness to the breath. Observing the gentle movement of the abdomen as you breathe in and out. Slowly placing the feet on the floor. We're going to need optional 1 pillow, maybe 2 pillows. So let me show you first. We're going to do a twist. Shoulders are going to keep focusing straight up. We're going to scoop the hips to the right and pulling the knees. We're going to drop them so you can drop them on 1 or 2 pillows. And just relaxing right here. Bringing the awareness back to the breath. Noticing how fluid the breath is. How each breath expands your ribs and belly. Feeling the hips relaxing. Noticing the gentle stretch in the low back. Gently pressing ribs into the mat. Trying to press the top ribs closer to the floor. Pressing both shoulders into the floor. Option to gaze straight up. Option to close the eyes. As you slow down your breath, your body feels safer and starts to relax, to loosen up the muscles. At that point, you can go deeper into the position by either removing one pillow at a time. If you're not using pillows and your knees are already in contact with the floor, have the option to extend both knees. If you want to go deeper with the spinal twist, you can bring your chin towards the back. In the opposite direction of the knee. Notice the weight of the shoulders. The weight of the arms. And when you are ready, very slowly bring the feet to the floor, moving the pillows to the other side. We're going to scoop the hips away from the pillows as we pull the knees to the chest, dropping the knees into the pillows. These exercises are great to do just before going to bed, especially if you have a hard time falling asleep. You can dim the light. Get some essential oil, maybe soft music. Bring the focus back to the breath. And noticing how with each breath you sink more into the position. Giving yourself permission to just be here without rushing, allowing yourself to just be here without expectations. Simply observing your body, how your body responds to the breath and to each position. No judgment. Allow yourself to soften the breath. Lengthen each inhale and each exhale. very slowly pulling the knees to the chest, rocking side to side, rocking onto one side, preparing for a child pose. I'm going to show you with and without pillows. So without pillows, big toes together, knees wide open, pressing the hips down, lengthening the arms. If it's uncomfortable with the knees wide open, you can close them a little bit. If your hips are not going all the way down, you can bring them up. You can also have a pillow underneath your chest and one underneath your knees. Just for support. Let's drop the head side to side, gently massaging the head. And back to center. Moving hips, also side to side. And back to center. Feeling the belly dropping with each inhale and lifting with each exhale. Feeling the tailbone reaching towards the floor, low back lengthening. Ribs expanding sideways with each inhale. Shoulder blades spreading apart. And shoulders softening. Noticing how relaxed the fingers are. If you notice that your neck is straining, you can always place a pillow underneath it, underneath your forehead. With the next inhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulder, very slowly pushing off the floor. Coming up on all fours, preparing for a puppy stretch. So we have the hips stacked over the knees, We're going to release the belly and low back, keeping them stacked over the knees. It means we don't want to move the hips forward or back. We just keep them right here. And we walk the hands forward. Option one is to place the elbows down, dropping the belly a little bit more, and using a pillow or two pillows for the forehead. Option two, we go a bit deeper by stretching also the upper back, the chest, the shoulders, with or without pillow. Finding your breath again. Make sure you're not straining your muscles. If any position becomes uncomfortable, feel free to adjust it so that you can fully relax and reset your nervous system. Feel the belly dropping with each inhale and lifting with each exhale. A few more deep, slow breath here. Slowly easing out of the position onto all fours. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. One more. Back to center. Gently turning the chin to one side. And very slowly to the other side. Okay. And let's sit up. Let's do one more stretch before the final resting pose. Straddle stretch, different options. We want to make sure that we maintain the shoulders stacked over the hips. So if you notice you leaning back, hands right here, you bend your knees and pushing up. And also sitting over one or two pillows gonna help tremendously with your low back. So I strongly recommend sitting on a pillow. So first option is knee bent, hands behind the hips, pushing the chest forward, just gonna hold it here. And eventually as you get more comfortable, you can have your hands forward, leaning forward. Next option is with the legs straight, still on a pillow. You can have your fingertips behind your spine if you're leaning back and bring your shoulders stacked over your hips. You can keep your hands behind you or you can bring them forward and eventually start leaning forward. Same thing without the pillow, that's the next step. And you can always have one or two pillows or more to lean forward, just to relax. The more relaxed you are, the safer your body feels. And the deeper you can get into your stretch. And the more you can relax. Notice your spine lengthening. The back of the thighs stretching. Hips relaxing. Feel more deep, slow breath here. And very, very slowly easing out of the position. Shaking our legs together. Two pillows, one placed behind the curve of the neck, the other one underneath the knees to support and reduce tension in the low back. This is our last resting pose. You can stay as long as you want. If it's bedtime for you, you can be in your bed. Palms facing up. Feeling the weight of the feet pressing down. The weight of the legs. Hips are sinking down towards the earth. Fingers are relaxed. Arms are heavy. Feel the weight of the shoulders. There's no tension in the spine. feels heavy. The face is soft. The tongue is floating in the mat. Feel your body supported by the earth. Option to remain in this position as long as you want. If you have to go on with your day, I invite you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, placing the hands to heart center. And as you go on with your day, share this feeling of comfort, relaxation with others. Namaste.